Hi guys, it's Dyalla here from Vitamin Goals and welcome back to my channel. I bring you videos all on goals, budgeting, motivation, lifestyle and building your dream life. So let's get into today's video. So today's video is actually just going to be a mid-year goal reset. I made a lot of goals at the start of this year that I've either fulfilled or are not quite realistic anymore for where my path is going. So I wanted to do a goal reset. I of course have another printable that you can click the link down in the description below. Download your own goal reset, and again I'll have it on the screen so you can sort of see what I've done, and I will talk you through sort of the goals that I've created. If you are enjoying these videos, please give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel, as well as subscribe. I would love to have you back here each Sunday to watch more videos. Okay, enough self-promotion. All right, so goal reset. So I made a number of goals at the start of the year and I have achieved a lot of those goals, but there are some that I have not achieved and won't be able to achieve this year to be realistic. One of them, for example, was to purchase our home. We had the deposit ready to go. That was one of the goals, is to save the deposit, and I did that. But right now we don't have the appropriate servicing for the amount of money we want to borrow from the bank. We also changed a couple of things like where we want to live. So I have very specific goals that say I will purchase a house in these areas. You know, it's a 3-bedroom or it's a 4-bedroom house. So it's very particular, and we actually changed where we want to live in that time being as well. Again, that goal just doesn't resonate with us anymore, so it's gone for now. Obviously, purchasing a house is our dream, so we are still on track to doing that. We obviously have the house deposit, which is fantastic, which is the hard part, I think. Now it's all about the servicing for that loan, and obviously being able to afford the property in the area that we want to live in as well. So that's probably a year or 2 years down the track, but we're really happy where we are at the moment. So now it's time to do some new goals and work towards that bigger goal in the future. So with this goal reset, I'm really only focusing on the rest of this year. I usually do start with large goals, like 5-year, 10-year goals, and I always bring it back to now, what can I do now to achieve those big goals? But I'm actually gonna leave those big goals until the end of this year. I love to do that kind of goal setting and goal planning around the new year, but this is just kind of like an interim goal setting reset. Goal reset 2022. So basically a lot of these goals that I've written down, the deadline is December 31st because I'm just focusing on what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this year. So the first thing that we look at is categories. So you don't have to do all of the categories. Really should be tailoring this to the goals that resonate with you. If you just have goals that are financial goals and you don't really want to focus on anything outside of that, that's completely fine. You don't need to overload yourself with too many goals, because if you do that, you're not going to do any of them. Definitely create goals that resonate directly with you. If you're not into health and fitness, you don't really want to focus on creating a better healthy lifestyle for yourself at this time, don't do it. So once you've got your categories, so just to name a couple of categories, you've got business, you've got personal, you've got financial, you've got relationships, you've got health. There are lots of different categories that you can. I'll hopefully list a bunch on the screen for you because I can't think of all of them right now. Once you've got sort of the categories that you want to focus on, you can create as many goals as you like for each of the points. Now, in saying that, I probably wouldn't do more than 3 for each, just because, again, if you're overloading yourself with too many goals, you're not going to end up doing any of them. So just focus on what you really want to put your time and energy into for the remainder of this year, if that's your deadlines. You also need to ensure that the goals you are creating are specific, measurable, achievable, relatable, and time-bound. So that is like the SMART system. I think everyone who's into goals has heard of SMART. I do also include a little box with those letters, so you can always keep it in your mind when you're writing down your goals. Is this specific enough? Is it measurable? How do I measure it? Is this one achievable? And in terms of achievable, let's talk about that for a sec, because in my humble opinion, I believe that achievable should not be easy. So for example, when you're figuring out if something is achievable enough, you still want to put it just out of what you think is reachable, because you need that motivation and that push. So the way that I write down a goal in terms of whether it's achievable or not, let's actually use one of mine as an example. So I have a financial goal to be like 50% progress to monetizing my channel. I could have done, you know, by December 31st having my channel monetized, but basically I did some research and the average took around 18 months or so. I just thought that's really not realistic. It's not really achievable for me. I'm not amazing at this. Just putting down a goal saying that I am going to be monetized by December 31st, you know, it could happen, but I really don't think it's going to happen. So I did 50% progress to being monetized, or to monetizing my channel by December 31st. So that means so I've done an affirmation, I will have 500 subscribers and 2,000 hours of watch time. That is halfway, and that would give me 5 months, which means I could potentially, if I continue on that same path and I do achieve that goal, I could be monetized within 10 months from now. It's a really long time away, but basically it was just a little bit more realistic, but still under what I think the normal is. So you want to make sure that the goal that you're setting is achievable, but it is also just out of what you think is reachable. All right, let's go through my current goals. Number one, I've got a business goal, and this one is to create a website. I have a deadline for December 31st, and my affirmation, so the affirmation part of it is just something you should be reading your goals every single day. So the affirmation part is something you say to yourself to make it more real and more law of attraction type of vibe. So I will create a professional website by December 31st. That's what you say to yourself. You don't read to yourself, create a website. You read to yourself, I will create a professional website by December 31st. I will do this goal by this time. And that's just something you can say to yourself every single day. I would recommend reading your goals every day, every single day. So that is goal number one. Goal number two is another business goal, and this one is to post a video on YouTube every single Sunday. My affirmation is I will not miss a single Sunday upload. I will not miss a single Sunday upload. That's what I'm going to be reading to myself, and my deadline again is December 31st. Next is the goal that we've already spoken about. So financial, December 31st, 50% progress to monetizing my channel. I will have 500 subscribers and 2,000 hours of watch time. My next category that I have on here is health. Now, I actually have this one deadlined for September 30th. It's a little bit of a different goal. This one is to find an active activity that I enjoy. I struggle so much with fitness. Like, I would love to be that person that just wakes up and goes for a run, or like goes to Pilates, or, you know, does active stuff, wears active wear. I'd love to be that person, and eventually I will get there. But at the moment, every time I've focused on it, it's never really been the right time to focus on it. I did actually have a health goal at the start of the year that I did actually very well in, but that was because it was prior to my wedding. So I had a health goal to lose a certain amount of kilos until, like, to get ready in preparation for my wedding, and I actually pretty much achieved that. I was really happy with that progress, and that was the right time to have that goal. But all the other times I've tried to just implement normal habits of health, it's never worked for me. Basically, I'd like to spend the next 2 months finding an activity, an active activity that I enjoy. So I will trial, my affirmation is, I will trial activities and find the one I want to implement into my lifestyle. Again, I'm just starting a little bit lower. So instead of going, oh, I will be active 5 times per week, I'm just gonna spend the next couple of months trying to find something that I enjoy. Now, I only have one more goal. Again, you don't have to fill it all out. It's good to just focus on a couple of things and you can really put your time and energy into what's in front of you. So this one is personal and family. Deadline December 31st again. Goal is to make an effort for family time every week. So my affirmation for that one is we will have family time each week. So I just want to prioritize that with my family. So just want to make time for fun family activities every week. Now, the best thing to do with these goals every single week is to write your to-do list. And on your to-do list, you just want to write anything that you need to do to achieve the goal. So you look at the first one, I will create a professional website by December 31st. So this week I'm going to look at platforms. I'm going to decide on a platform that I want my website to be on, and that's it. That's my task for this week related to that particular goal. Next, post a video on YouTube every Sunday. So I will create my plan for September, write out all my video content, and I will obviously prep for this week's video, film it, edit it, all of that. It's a to-do list, so you just got to write out what you need to do to achieve that goal. This one, 50% progress to monetizing my channel. This one's slightly out of reach, but what can you do to fast track it? Can you start a TikTok account? Can you promote it a little bit more on other platforms? Health, trial one activity this week, I don't know, something like that. And then personal family, on Thursday we're gonna go to the movies to watch Thor, something like that. Every single week you're writing down a to-do list. It's very bite-sized, it's very minimal, but it's helping you get to your goals at the end of the year. So I hope you've enjoyed goal resetting with me for this year. Obviously, as I mentioned, you can download the printable in the description box below. If you have any troubles doing that, please send me a message. But yeah, again, as I mentioned at the start, if you really like these videos, please subscribe. It supports my channel, and then give this video a thumbs up. And you can follow me on my Instagram at vitamin.goals. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.